International Training for Elders and Responsible Ones. October 2022. Week 2. Day 4. Morning Nourishment. Song of Songs 6:10. Who is this woman who looks forth like the dawn, as beautiful as the moon, as clear as the sun, as terrible as an army with banners? Song of Songs 6:13. Return, return, O Shulamite, return, return, that we may gaze at you. Why should you gaze at the Shulamite, as upon the dance of two camps? Through her living in the ascension of Christ and further living within the veil, experiencing the cross of Christ more strongly, the lover of Christ is transformed into the heavenly bodies. The overcoming believers can be luminaries as the moon reflecting the light of the sun in the church age. The overcoming believers will shine forth like the sun in the kingdom age. The people of God who produce the overcomers. The man-child are clothed with the sun and have the moon underneath their feet. The woman in Revelation 12 signifies the aggregate of God's people on earth. This woman is the mother of the man-child, the overcomers. She is shining with the sun, the moon, and the stars. This view conveys the thought that God's chosen people should be heavenly and should shine brightly. Today's reading. In Song of Songs 6:13, the Shulamite is likened to two armies, or camps, dancing. This phrase two armies in Hebrew is Mehonaim. This is not a common word, it is a historical name from the Old Testament in Genesis 32:2. Jacob decided to go back to his father's land. By that time he had 4 wives and many children, servants, flocks, and herds. Jacob was returning with the fear that Esau still wanted to kill him. As he journeyed with his family, there were no strong ones with him. There were only feeble ones, women, and children. On the way the angels of God met him, and Jacob said, "This is God's camp." So he called the name of that place Mehonaim. After he saw the 2 armies of God, Jacob did a marvelous thing. He divided his wives, children, and the rest of his possessions into 2 groups, or 2 armies. This is full of spiritual significance. This means that we are more than conquerors. It also signifies a strong testimony. God does not want giants. He wants only the feeble ones, the weaker ones, the women, and children. They can become his armies because the fighting is not in their hands but in his hands. Those who are counted as overcomers will be the weaker ones, the ones who wept with tears, saying, "Lord, I cannot make it." Thank you for releasing all these high-peak truths, unveiling to us what we should be. We should be in the Holy of Holies, living within the veil. We should be in oneness with you. You are our dwelling place, and we are your dweller. I want to attain to this, but I cannot do anything. I am just a little one, a feeble one. An army indicates the principle of the body. Both Tirzah and Jerusalem are buildings, not single pieces of stone. We should humble ourselves and admit that we are nothing. We can say, "Praise you, Lord. What a joy that you do everything and have done everything for me." All the overcomers must be one with God and must be Christ. As a counterpart of Solomon, the Shulamite has become the same as Solomon in life, in nature, in expression, and in function for the carrying out of God's economy. In these 4 things: life, nature, expression, and function. We become the same as God and Christ but not in their Godhead. To say that we are the same as God in His Godhead is a great blasphemy, But if we say that we cannot be the same as God in life, nature, expression, and function, this is unbelief. The Bible tells us again and again that God wants to be one with us and to make us one with Him. This is God's intention. This is the end of today's morning revival.